Hello there and welcome back to this video series on programming for problem solving using C language. After watching this video, you'll be able to employ a while loop for performing repetitive computations. This while loop is an entry controlled loop, just the same as a for loop that you have seen earlier, but its structure is slightly different. Different people have different choices in their style of writing, and some people may use a for loop, some people may choose a while loop. C language offers both of them. In this case, we see clearly that right after the initialization, right at the entry of the loop, the condition is checked. If the condition is not met, you go back and repeat the loop and so on. This can be conveniently cast in the form of a while loop. Earlier we considered a for loop. Okay. Again we see that this I is the loop counter, and the loop counter updating is I is equal to I plus 1, and then you have display I. Both these put together, they form a body of the loop, and I is equal to 1 is the initialization, I less than 4 is the condition. Okay. With this we look at the C syntax of a while loop. Okay. While I less than or is equal to 100, because we are using this 100 because we are printing integers from 1 to 100. This is the condition. As long as this condition is true, the body of the loop is executed. The moment this condition turns out to be false, the control comes out and the program ends over here. So you have I is equal to 1 is the initialization, I less than or equal to 100 is the condition, I is equal to I plus 1 is the loop increment. You can see that this condition check is performed at the beginning of the loop itself. That is why you call it entry controlled. As long as this condition is satisfied, the two statements within the block of the while loop, you see a opening parenthesis here and a closing parenthesis here. These two form the starting point and ending point, defining the block of the while loop. Similarly, you have a opening brace here and a closing brace here. These two form the block of statements for the main function. So there are two blocks, one for the main function with this opening and closing parenthesis, and there is a block for this while loop with opening brace and closing brace here. If you notice this, pretty much you understood everything regarding the while loop. If we have to write a program, for example, the same program as we have seen earlier, using a while loop, the while loop shown here does the task. I would strongly encourage you to run this program to see whether this is really doing the task or not. This is yet another small program written over here. I would encourage you to step through it and see what is the output of the program, and then run it to see whether that is really so. I think that is all we have for now. Have a great day. We will continue with several other topics later.